Hello, everybody. Sorry, it looks like my shortcuts weren't working today. So you saw me alt-tabbing there a little bit. Don't mind that. We're all a perfectly professional operation here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. We are about to get underway here. 7 seconds left to go. Before we kick off round 2 of Season 6 in the F2 Championship. Starting off with one-shot quali here. So this is an interesting championship. The one-shot qualies are quite the test for the drivers. While we are waiting for the drivers to get underway, please do remember Phoenix SimSport is affiliated with several brands now. We have quite a few options on offer for you if you would like any kind of 3D printed F1 merch. Do visit 3D Nozzleheads. They will have a link in the description, and please use code PHX at checkout. That will get you a discount and some lovely little trinkets to be able to use. But here we go. We are about to get underway here. Let's go on board with Nick DeFries out in the lead at the moment, but this is going to change rapidly as we enter turn 1. It looks like then Ghost Rider is the one pulling ahead at the moment. As we then dive down into turn 2, it all changes around for Dakota then to be back up at the top. Nick DeFries almost making it a 1-2 for the team. Ghost Rider pulling back to the top again though. Kakarinas popping up there too through that quick left-hander. And then the right-hander up towards the top of the hill into the chicane here. It's going to be Jimmy at the front of the grid for now. But Ghost Rider's still in there somewhere. It's always hard to tell the gaps here in one-shot qualifying. It looks like Suffocating, unfortunately, is having problems down at the back of the grid, moving up some positions. But Jimmy, Ghost Rider, and Wobby really doing a great job at the front of the grid here. Dakota and Nick just dropping down a little bit in the second sector. Third sector halfway through here into the final corner. Jimmy is still going to be in the lead, but who's it going to be across the line? It is Jimmy is going to take pole. It's a 1:29.696. Or 9:69 rather. Across the line. Guys, just viewing the stream there, could you just let me know, is it looking a little choppy? On my screen it's looking okay, but do let me know if it does look a little strange on your side. So there we go then, for the feature race. Jimmy, Ghost Rider going to be starting at the front of the grid, but that then means that for the sprint they're going to be starting further back. But Jimmy then already locks in 2 points for himself. Pole position gets 2 points for setting the fastest lap in qualifying. Ghost Rider only off by just under 0.3 of a second. So it's close at the front. In fact, half a second splitting the top 4 drivers. So I think we're in for a great event here. Looks like several of the teams have the wet tires out ready now, and they changed to mediums. Yep. So thankfully we are not going to see any wet tires today. I think everyone a little bit fed up with the rain in the previous race. So drivers at the moment just prepping themselves for this sprint. making some final setup changes, potentially. It's also going to be interesting to see which tyres drivers go on. Here we go then. We are about to get underway. 5 red lights and away we go. Rifler then is going to be on P1. Remember here, the grid gets flipped. The top 8 get flipped from qualifying as we go through turn 1. It's looking rather clean at the moment. Trexie, though, putting pressure on Rifler, who's going to lead into turn 2. Trexie's going to dive down the inside. Car's getting a little bit squirmy, but he's keeping it there. But Rifler stays ahead for now. Goes massively off track, though. As we see one of the Carlins in the background there, getting a little bit loose. But Rifler then doing a great job off the line. As Med then joins us. He's unfortunately going to miss out here on the sprint, but will be able to take part in the full session. Dakota and Nick then both doing a great job up into P3 and 4 for Carlin. Ghost Rider and Jimmy fighting over P8 and 9 here. Remember, they have to recover through the field as a result of being at the front in qualifying. And looks like we've got a yellow flag then for an incident on track. Let's just bring up the track map here. Yeah, looking like potentially Arrow and Suffocating then ending up in an incident somewhere. Dakota has made his way through up into P2 for the Dutchman. How long can Rifler hold on? And driver's going very wide out of that turn. Not really expecting the understeer, I think. Trexie's doing a great job here in the lead. Kakarinas! Something has happened there. He's gone very wide at turn 4. Recovers back on track in P12, but has dropped several positions as Arrow then, yeah, looking like has had a little bit of a spin there at turn 4 as well. So, looks like Trexie and Dakota here starting to form a little bit of a gap. Dakota putting pressure on Trexie. We need to see some massive laps, Trexie. DRS now about to be activated as Dakota gets himself a 1:33.428 for fastest lap of the race. DRS now enabled. Mr. Turtle in the pits. And unfortunately getting that 5-second penalty. Nick DeFries is past Rifler, so we're looking here at a potential double podium for the Carlin team. Oh, or not, unfortunately. Looking like Nick was part of an incident there. That lets Rifler back through. Wobby up to P4. Let's just take a look then at positions gained. So Jimmy and Viper, the biggest gainers at the moment, both up 5 positions. Unfortunately, Mr. Turtle having lost 10 from P4. But there's still the feature race ahead, which is a considerably bigger chunk of points. As we see a yellow flag, that is going to be a VSC then. We've got Debris on track, Nick de Vries with no wing. So unfortunately, Carl Mann is going to have to box. I think that is Kakarinas with no wing as well. Ollie as well, unfortunately, gaining some wing damage there too. So, race currently neutralized. As we see, Nick does box for a new wing, as does Kakarinas. Unfortunate to be involved in an incident. In the sprint race, it's extremely difficult to recover. And here we go again. And because it was a virtual safety car, DRS immediately activated again. So drivers will be able to attack straight away, suffocating being the first driver to get 3-second time penalty for track limits. Got a great scrap here from P4 downwards. A lot of cars very, very close together. But what can Dakota do here in P2? He's putting pressure on Trexie. There's going to be DRS activated here. Can he get the traction out of the final corner? It's tough to overtake here in Hungary. Dakota a little bit too far back to make a send on this lap. As is everyone else. So positions stay as they are for now. Is Dakota going to make it? No, he's not going to make it on this lap. Just biding his time. Something that has to be taken into consideration as well here. There is no ERS for the drivers to make use out of. It is just car and the pink squishy thing behind the wheel. Yes, Silent, you can still join if you are able to get into the lobby. Then you'll be able to join for the feature race. That is absolutely no problem at all, good sir. That is what Med is about to do. Dakota do anything to make an attack here. He's a little bit closer than he was last time, and Rifler sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix then. He's starting to bring that pace back. Dakota down the inside of Trexie. Trexie leaving tons of space there. Very respectful, but Dakota gets a wobble on the exit. Trexie's going to have the inside then for the next turn. As we get a full safety car! Oh, unfortunately, that then ruins that particular battle. We were going to see these guys go side by side the whole way through basically the first sector. But that's what it is. This is going to save then Kakarinas and Nick de Vries. Brings them back into the game again. As they decide to box. I assume that is going to be then for, soft tires. So those guys are going to be rapid at the end of this race. Does everyone else box? This is going to be an interesting choice. Soft tires will make it to the end from here. But the question is it worth losing track position in order to get some lovely brand new tires? Silent, could you let me know, is the stream frame rate very low? Or does it look okay for you? I could just be a non-lazy person and check it on my phone, which I will do anyway, because hey, extra viewers. So, interestingly then, yeah, half the field is deciding to pit. Rifler, Matt Pryor, Ghost Rider, Tekkus, and Suffocating all choosing to pit. So, while we are in the safety car phase, let me just pop us back into the intro. What's going on there? Let me see if just bringing it back here helps. No, it doesn't. Sorry guys, just bear with me since we are in the old oh, good old streaming. It's great when it works, isn't it? Pretty sure the previous stream was okay. Let's see, safety car gonna come in this lap. Oh! We just returned there as Dakota then. Making a mistake under safety car and dropped several positions as a result. So unfortunately, Dakota losing the lead. Trexie back into the lead of this race. That was interesting indeed. I've got another little bit of time to try and mess around with this. Yeah, I'm afraid, guys, we may just have to deal with a slightly lower frame rate tonight. I will look into why it's doing that, and we'll try to bring you a much higher frame rate for next week. Apologies for that. But here we go. We are about to get ready to go back racing again. And that is confirmation safety car in this lap. Traxy doing what he can to get those tires nice and warmed up, bunching the field up. And he's gone. He has caught the field napping because he's already got a 1 second gap. Wallaby could be under pressure here into turn 1. Moves to try and break the slipstream. There's going to be no DRS right now, but Jimmy's going to try and go around the outside. It's not going to stick, though. So, for now, we'll be holding on to P2. Let's just see. Viper Strikes getting passed by Tekis there. And going a little wide, too. And Ghost Rider making it past then Viper as well. So Viper, unfortunately, at this point of the race, just falling backwards a little bit here. Let's take a look then at who is running what tires. So the 4 leaders at the moment running old mediums. So they decided not to box at the start of this race. That means that Matt then, the lead runner on those nice new soft tires. Oh, what a send from Matt. But he made it work. He came from a mile back there. And is he going to get through into P3? Not quite. Oh, he is. He does make it through then into P3. Jimmy going considerably wide there. Tekis and Ghost looking to make moves here too. Dakota falling down the field. Oh, it looks like there was contact there. But everyone able to maintain position, it looks like. But, oh, looking like the 2 Red Bull sponsored cars getting a little bit tangled up. And they do again. There's several contacts there. Hard to tell from this angle who exactly was at fault. But Ghost Rider getting away a little bit with that. So that's allowing then Rifler to make his way back through. He was sitting P1 in this race for the sprint. Gaining the benefit of where he made it in quali as Viper sends it from a mile back. He's going to have to give that position back, though, because that was a little bit of a day late and $1 short, I think. Ghost is trying to make his way past Tekis and Dawes up into P5. But Tekis is going to hold it around the outside, and then it switches to the inside for the next corner. But Ghost is going to keep it there. and send it for the final corner. Is Ghost going to come out ahead? He is for now. DRS enabled. As Tech and Rifler go wheel to wheel. Looks like Rifler's going to make it past Tekis. Nearly singing it down the inside of Ghost Rider as well, but not quite. Rifler then up into P6. This is really heating up here in these final few laps. Matt and Trexie then going wheel to wheel. Trexie under considerable pressure because Matt's got those softs on. Can Matt find a way through? But the only issue is, even if he does find a way through, he's got to then make a 3-second gap to Trexie. So, well, Trexie... Whoa! Very late switch there from Matt. But no contact made, so we're okay. Matt's almost pushing Trexie along here. As we go on to the penultimate lap, that wing clicks open. Matt's very close. Trexie not going to let it down the inside, but he makes it work. Brakes late. It's too late. Trexie back down the inside. And holds on to the lead of this race. Absolutely incredible defensive driving. Wobby also under pressure from soft tire runners behind. And making it work for now. Not letting Ghost find a way through. Is Matt going to send it into the chicane? You have to be really brave to send it there. Oh, and there's contact behind. Ghost looks like it's mid contact. There was Tekis. It's going to lose a little bit of time. This field here is insanely close. Are we going to see it move? Tekis and Ghost Rider side by side as Dakota then comes back and takes advantage of that, but goes wide. That's going to lose an absolute ton of time here. Matt Pryor right on Trexie's gearbox. Can he make the move stick this time? This is the final lap. Last opportunity. Last real shot at using DRS. He's got to go around the outside this time. Trexie making his car as wide as he possibly can, but loses it on exit. That's going to give then the lead to Matt Pryor. But he's not going to have enough time to pull out that 3-second gap. Trexie just needs to stay within that 3 seconds. And now can Tekis make his way past Wobby. Wobby's car, the widest high-tech I have ever seen. I thought these were supposed to be spec cars, but Wobby has he's put on the extra wide package here today. Brilliant defensive driving, and what a drive from Trexie. You know, holding on to that P2 despite having much older tires and a harder compound. And that then does mean Matt's going to cross the line in first, but he's going to lose it to Trexie here, who takes the win of the sprint. Matt Pryor falls down to P2. Tekis jumps up to P3. Wobby losing it just at the end there. Drops down to P4. Ghost P5. Let's take a look at positions again. Unfortunately, we lost out there. So we're not going to quite be able to see the result just yet. Silent, have you joined into the lobby already? It's not going to be an awful lot of time before the feature race starts. And there we go then. Trexie currently leading the table on 10 points. Matt Pryor on 8, Tekis on 6. Wobby then taking 5 points. Jimmy in P5 there on 5 points as well, taking 3 from the sprint and 2 from pole. Ghost Rider taking 4 points from the sprint. Dakota taking 2 and Rifler 2 as well. Unfortunately, Campos losing out there, not quite able to get into the points on this particular occasion. Let's just take a screenshot of this then. So 15 seconds then until the start of the feature race. And now this is going to be interesting. The race distance is going to be extended now to 18 laps. And 25 points is what is now on the line for these guys. And here we go then for 5 red lights. And we are underway. Let's just bring up the tires. We've got quite a mix then of tires. Unfortunately, we're not going to have time to talk about it because we're straight into the racing here. Jimmy leading us away and getting an absolutely great start. Ghost Rider then getting away in P2 here. Wobby in P3. Everyone relatively well behaved down at the back there, doing a great job getting away for now. Suffocating with a mega start up to P6. Great start for the Campos man. Dakota also with an absolute electric start as well, up to P4. So doing a great job. But we've got a yellow flag. That looks like Arrow and Matt then, unfortunately, have come together. It's just a caution for now, and away we go. So hopefully those guys don't have any damage and they can then recover. Tekis under pressure from a big clump of cars behind. But he's okay at the moment. Dakota putting pressure on Wobby after that brilliant start. But Jimmy stretching his legs out the front. 36-1 for the first lap of the race. Dakota could make a move down into turn 1 here. Brakes late, but not late enough. Wobby just able to hold on to it there. Dakota's going to have to just wait that little bit longer, but he needs to make the move early. Otherwise, his soft tires are going to start to go off. Matt Pryor and Arrow then deciding to box at this part of the race. I assume that is going to be then for damage as Arrow decides to retire from the race. That is all we're going to see from him today. But Matt does continue. As Dakota saw a car. Yeah, Kakarinas! Looks like the car got loose on him there and ran way off track. Now he's in the middle of this pack. That's going to be tough to recover from there. This huge gaggle of cars coming down around the penultimate corner. But we're on board here with Dakota. Let's see if he can make moves here. Jimmy setting the fastest lap, extending that gap at the front. Dakota's gonna make the move down the inside for Carlin, and that is then up into a podium position for a total of 5 positions gained in the early parts of this race. Med then another big mover as well, but it's not quite going to be enough just yet. Can he hold on to it? Nick's going to try to hold it around the outside, but it's not going to work. So the Alpine man then up into P9, or P6, sorry. 9 positions gained. Absolutely incredible race here from Med. Absolutely love to see it. How far can he get himself up the grid? We've got a ton of time to watch him today. Deck is looking like he wants to make a move here on Nick. But can he pull it off? He's got the tire advantage, but he's got to make it work as early as he can. Nick's not going to have any DRS, or is he? Oh, he's right on the cusp! I don't quite know if Nick got DRS or not. He did, so he's going to be able to use DRS to defend now. Suffocating and Silent then going side by side. Suffocating is going to hold on to it for now. Potentially using slightly lower wing there. He was able to pull ahead, but Silent's going to go down the inside. But Suffocating holding it round the outside. Brilliant defensive driving. So for now, Suffocating holding on to P11. Traxy now on those medium tires. Looking dangerous here. I think actually Med has just made his way through. Up to P5 then. That's 10 total positions gained. Excellent stuff. Dakota's going to start putting Ghost Rider under pressure. Down to 0.8 of a second now. So Dakota could be on the hunt for a P2 here, but let's see what can Viper Strikes do. He wants to make his way past Kakarinas here. Looking like he's got so much more grip than the car in front. And he's really close, gets great traction out of the final corner. It's going to be tight. It's going to be side by side into turn 1. Thank you, camera angle. Kakarina's going to hold it around the outside! But it looks like it's not enough. Viper Strikes is through up into P9. Oh no! There's contact! And Viper Strikes and Kakarina's come together. I don't know if that caused any damage to either car. Kakarinas does retire then. That is him out of this race, unfortunately. Fiber Strikes losing several positions as a result of that. Really unfortunate stuff there. But onto other matters. Nick now looking to put a bit of pressure on Trexie. 4/10 gap for now. And we've got a yellow flag in the final sector. I wonder what's happened there. Looks like Turtle, something has happened into the pit lane here. I wonder, is that a puncture? Is that a puncture on that car? It's certainly wing damage. But the car looked very, very difficult to handle there. Nick's gonna send it. He's not quite. Not quite. Oh, give us some helicam. That's what we want to see. Who likes some helicam, guys? Of course we do. Of course we do. Nick looking really frustrated here behind the high tech of Trexie. Wants to make a move as early as possible. Try and regain some of those positions lost earlier in the race. Can he get the traction out of this final corner? He's got a good run here now. He's gonna try it. He's gonna have to go around the outside though. Trexie making sure he goes the long way. Not making it easy. And shuts the door. So once again, Nick not able to make the paths at this stage of the race. Oh, and ends up going very wide in turn 4. Is that going to invite then Tekis into the battle? It does. Tekis now only 4/10 off as he gets a little wobble. Silent also on the hunt here a little bit too in P9. And Jimmy and Dakota then are the first of the leaders to pit. Ghost Rider also into the pit. Looks like then Wobby continues, as does Med. So we're going to see some of these guys swap over to the medium tires. Lap 8 of 19 here. And now Med putting pressure on Wobby. That is the current pit stops at the moment. So Med doing an incredible job to take these soft tyres an extra lap. Surely he's going to want to box soon. Can Nick also look at the undercut here? They're both running the medium tyres, so you want to run them as long as you can, but potentially it might be a good idea to sacrifice a little bit of tyre life at the end and box opposite here. But what's he going to do? It looks like Med is boxing. So that is Med in the pits for now. Nick de Vries is going to carry on. Can he make the move stick this time? He's got the DRS. He's side by side. And into turn one, brakes later. Can he make the corner? He does. Nick is ahead, but then Trixie with a beautiful switchback. But Nick's going to have the inside of the next corner. And he gets the move done then. And it's... a random Red Bull. Doing some donuts there. I think that was potentially Tekis, I think, unfortunately. Or no, I think that might have been Mr. Turtle, actually. Making a mistake into turn 4. So... Med then got out ahead of Rifler in P9. Now, fourth out of those that have made a stop so far. But we've still got 5 drivers in this race that have not yet made a stop. Whereabouts are they going to drop out? Silent then is the next one to dive into the pits. And if Silent can absolutely nail this pit stop, then he could very well undercut Nick and Trexie. Whereabouts is Silent going to come out in this queue of drivers? It is going to be behind Med. Is he going to get out in front of Tekis, though? It's not quite, so Silent then drops down to P10 after that pit stop. Jimmy now caught up to the back of Viper, wants to get this done as early as possible. This is for position, but Viper has not yet boxed. Jimmy needs to get the move done as early as possible to lose as little time behind the traffic. Wobby and Trexie then, the next two to opt to pit. Oh, Wobby and Trexie, that might be an error because they are teammates. That's going to hold Trexie up an awful lot. Oh, Jimmy and Viper make contact into turn 1. But Jimmy, I think ahead. Yep, is ahead. So now can start to use a little bit of that clean air out in front. And Trexie has been absolutely had for chips in that pit stop. Drops all the way down behind Matt Pryor into P12. Unfortunately, the high-tech guys deciding to box on the same lap. Wobby getting preference. Now, Dakota then, the next driver to come up behind the very long-running Viper Strikes here. Viper Strikes and Nick both deciding to stay out for 10 laps on these mediums. Is he going to pit? He is. So that releases Dakota then. What is the gap going to be as Nick also decides to box? What is the gap going to be between Dakota and Jimmy? It's 2.4. 2.4 seconds to the lead of this race. Met setting the fastest lap of the race, and it's a safety car! Oh my days, as several drivers decide to box, we get a safety car! That is really going to end up putting the cat amongst the pigeons. We've got several drivers here on fresh, soft tyres. That's going to help them get to the end of the race. What do the medium runners do? This is going to be really, really interesting. Do the medium runners then decide to stay out on these tyres? This is really going to hurt also the likes of Dakota, Ghost Rider, suffocating Viper Strikes, who all have time penalties. When there's a late safety car like this, the time penalties essentially become really astronomical penalties, because you lose a lot of positions as a result of the field being bunched up. Oh no, Med! One of those that chooses to box ends up with a 5-second time penalty. That is going to hurt as well towards the end of this race. He was up 11 positions, but that's going to make him lose several positions towards the end of this race. Jimmy then picks up the safety car. Silent, one of the drivers, doing an absolutely brilliant job here in this race. Up 10 positions, along there with Tekis, also up 8 positions. So their first stint, very, very good indeed. They are going to be on medium tyres, though, for this final section of the race. Nick de Vries has a very good chance of getting himself a podium. Soft tyres. The field is going to be gathered back up again. Several drivers in front of him with time penalties. Unlikely to be able to challenge for the win. Jimmy just seems to really have it under control here in this race. But this is racing. You never know what can happen. Anything can happen, and it usually does, as the big man would say. Good old Murray Walker. Oh, sorry, am I showing my age? So it looks like Med then has opted to stop for another set of tyres. I'm assuming that as well is to get rid of the 5-second time penalty, get it served, get it out of the way, and then get back up into position. Oh, he's back on 4-lap old mediums though. That's interesting. So the question then for Med is he going to be able to catch up enough to the field before the safety car comes in? We're not going to have an awful lot of laps here at the end of the race. We're already on lap 14. Is the safety car going to come in here? I don't think it is. It looks like it's going to go for one more. Yeah, I think it is. So Med is going to be on the back of the field. The good news is he's going to have lovely warm tyres, while everyone in front may very well struggle. Oh, something. Oh, suffocating then. Choosing to box. Very late call from High Tech. Oh, sorry, not High Tech. Now, what are you suffocating? I don't know all the symbols yet. But he does go on to soft tires. As Med boxes once again as well, and they, yep, unsafe release into each other. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Are they going to be allowed to catch back up to the safety car? Normally you have to drive to a delta, but when the safety car has the snake of cars behind them, sometimes it allows you just to drive at full pace. And here we go then. Safety car is in this lap. Jimmy at the head of the field is now under control of the field. When is he going to choose to go? That's up to him. Dakota's going to have to be careful. Goes very wide in the penultimate corner. I think he's gone already. He has! Once again, Field has been caught napping. He's gone. Dakota struggling out of the final corner. Ghost Rider still holding on to P3 here. Nick, though, is going to look very dangerous on those softs. As Tekis and Silent go side by side. A little bit of a touch there from Viper Strikes behind. But no major incident caused. Oh, but Silent goes wide! And that allows then Viper to sweep through up into P6. And Wobby's gonna go for it too! Silent really struggling for grip here. He's losing positions. The soft tire runners just have so much more grip. I wonder, is this going to happen at the front as well? Nick's going to start putting pressure on Ghost Rider. And Viper now going to make his way out around the outside of Tech. No, he's not going to quite make it stick now. As Matt Pryor makes his way past Silent as well. No, Silent comes back again. We're still not going to have any DRS here. We might very well only get DRS on the final lap. Or maybe the penultimate lap. But Nick here pushing Ghost Rider around that final corner. Ghost Rider goes to the inside to try and block the move. But Nick's going to be able to brake later. Around the outside. He holds it. Oh, beautiful racing. What a move. That then puts the Carlin boys on the podium. That is a 2-3 for them at the moment. Viper Strikes wants to make a similar kind of move, but he just can't make his way past Tekis right now. Is he going to move it? Make a move down the inside of the hairpin! Or, not hairpin, chicane. He is! Up over the curb. They're still side by side. Come on, camera change. Oh! Oh! It looks like there's several contacts. Oh, I wonder what happened there. Unfortunately, we got a really terrible camera angle. We only saw the aftermath of that, but it does mean Viper is up into P6 right now. But it was impossible to tell who was the cause of that incident. We're going to have to review that in the steward's room. Jimmy out in front as DRS gets enabled for the penultimate lap. We're going to get 2 laps of DRS. But Jimmy well out in front. No worries at all from DRS. Ghost Rider may be able to make an attack back here. As Tekis loses another place. Again, there he's going to struggle on those 10 lap old mediums. Wobby in the high-tech really putting pressure on Ghost Rider. Just really showcasing how much more grip he's got on these tires. Although the softs are 5 laps old, most of that was under safety car running, so these tires have got so much more grip. And you can see just how much more confidence he has. It's not going to be enough, I think, for Wobby to be able to get himself up into podium paying positions. But he might be able to get himself into P4 on the road here. Ghost Rider's wide. That lets Wobby stick the nose in. It's not enough just right now, but Wobby's going to be very close now, coming onto the final lap. Ooh, that was close. Tries to break the toe, but it's not going to be enough. Med setting the fastest lap of the race. Is Wobby going to go around the outside of Ghost Rider? Can he make it stick? He does. He can brake so much later than the Ghost. Oh, Ghost's going to lose several positions here. Med also forcing his way through, but makes contact with Wobby. That lets Ghost back through. But Wobby's going to hold on to it. And Viper makes his way back past Med. Wow. Absolutely insane. Med really wanted to take advantage while he could of Ghost Rider, but I think just overcooked it on the brakes into turn 2. Unfortunately, it loses out overall. That lets Ghost Rider and Viper Strikes basically away scot-free there. We're probably still going to lose position to Matt Pryor. Ooh, Viper nearly tagging the back of Ghost Rider. But the man of the race, Jimi Hendrix, give us a lick on the guitar, wins the feature race. Nick de Vries then is going to come home P2. overtaking his teammate due to time penalties. Dakota is going to come home P3. A double podium for Carlin. Great result for the team. Wobby in the high tech is going to clinch P4 then. Matt Pryor, after really struggling at the start of the race, I think potentially making contact. Yeah, I think he pitted for a new wing early in the race. Safety car really helped him there, able to bring it back to a P5. Sorry, EA, but you're wrong. Jimi Hendrix, definitely driver of the day, managing everything so very, very well out there. Um, and then comes away with the biggest haul of points. There you can see 30 points for Jimmy. Matt Pryor on 18. Nick DeFries on 18 himself as well. Wobby clinching 17 points as well as Dakota. Trexie coming away with 10, unfortunately not able to score points in the feature race. Tekis coming away with 8. Viper, a good solid 8 points as well. Med, 7. Arguably should have done better. Potentially some issues there in the race that could have been avoided. But unfortunately, these things happen. Um, just making sure we get the screenshot. And then Ghost Rider potentially could have been a better result there during the feature race, but takes away 5 points. Silent as well, was up there. But takes away 4 points. Rifler takes away 2 from the sprint race. Suffocating not quite able to get any points today, and doesn't take anything away from this event. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal racing there today. Um, we saw some absolutely incredible moves and quite a lot of action during the race. We're just gonna see if anyone does pop in here for any interviews. So we'll just wait around just a moment. Um, but if you are at all interested in getting some gaming gear, do visit our affiliate, Stealth Gaming. We do have a link for them as well. They are a brilliant supplier of gaming gear, headsets, mouses, keyboards, you name it, they've got it. Visit their link, and if you purchase any products, then we get a percentage of that, and we would very much appreciate you supporting Phoenix in that way. So let's move Med into the com box here then. So Med, an interesting feature race there. Potentially, you could have made your way through to a podium,
Yeah,
but some issues there towards the end. Talk us through your race.
yeah, absolutely get it. Started from the back of the grid. I pushed really hard. I think I've got the pace to challenge for the podium, but I made the mistake. I pit during safety car, Ferrari strategist,
Yeah, yep,
and
unlucky, unlucky.
yeah, I lost so many position after that pit. I thought I was lose. I'm gonna lose 2 or 3 position, but like
Yeah,
I ended up going from P4 or P5 to P11,
yep.
and plus I missed my break-in. I got 5 second time penalty, so that was
Oh,
like the
yeah, I saw that
yeah.
as
And
well. That
after that,
really,
yeah, after that, I've done also another comeback, really good on the softs.
definitely.
But last lap incident with I don't know who was that.
Yeah,
Like I lost 4 position after that, so yeah,
yeah, we saw you make an
unlucky.
absolutely brilliant move, taking advantage of Ghost Rider
Yeah,
going wide, but yeah, a little contact afterwards, unfortunately, yeah, just resulting in losing some positions. But some good solid points today, and we can see that, you had quite a lot of pace there today. Hopefully, you still enjoyed the event,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
we can see you on track again. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to move you back to the waiting room, as we'll just see if anyone else does want to pop in. Yeah, absolutely brilliant job, Jimmy. Very, very well controlled feature race there today. Even with the safety car throwing a spanner in the works, everything was just very well managed. So you are the Maverick choice for driver of the day, and taking away a good haul of points for the championship is absolutely brilliant. No problem. All right, it's looking like that's probably all of the interviews we're going to get today. So I will just leave you then with one of our final affiliates, one of our longest running, or no, our longest running affiliate. Don't forget, actually, yep, we're gonna get Jimmy here. Let's see, whereabouts you are. Yep, there we go. Move into the commentators box. Jimmy, welcome to the commentators box. Thank you very much for joining me. Talk us through your race. As I was saying there, you're the Maverick choice for driver of the day. Everything very, very well controlled. And that safety car restart. Wow, just talk us through
I just got lucky there.
it.
Yeah, I went mid corner. I went really, really wide, just so I could see where he is
Yep,
behind me. And as soon as I saw him lift off, I just went.
excellent.
I don't think he was paying attention at that particular moment, so I
Yeah,
just
I
got
think
lucky
so.
there.
Excellent. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Yeah, and it meant then you immediately got out of that DRS zone. I think after that first lap, it was a 2.4 second gap,
Which, yeah.
which then relieves the pressure. Yeah, very, very well controlled. The sprint race was certainly a little bit more tricky, from
Uh,
being on pole. You're in the middle of the pack, but
yeah,
again,
that was very
taking,
difficult.
yeah,
Things were happening around me, so
yeah.
there wasn't much space. There was some pushing, but I had a lot of fun. So that was the main thing to
Excellent. That
take
is
away.
exactly it. That is exactly it. And you come away with 30 points today, which is absolutely brilliant for the championship. Yep, a big smile on your face, I'm sure, as well. So
Yeah.
brilliant. Thank you very much then
Cheers.
for joining us in the com box as well. Once again, congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you again next time. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Take care.
Cheers. Cheers. All right. So then, final thoughts. I will leave you with. Don't forget to visit our longest running affiliate, Rogue Energy. Get your any energy drinks with Rogue Energy. Don't forget to use code PHX at checkout. Or PHX10. That I can't remember. Wow. I should probably know that off by heart. But it wouldn't be a Mav stream if I forgot something. But what an absolutely brilliant race there today. We saw incredible fights all the way up and down the field. Some very interesting incidents as well. We're going to see potentially some visits to the steward's room after the race. But Jimmy fighting through it all to take 30 points away and really, really racking up the points then in the championship. So, hopefully, we will see you all again for our streams this weekend. We have got ACC tomorrow. It's going to be a wet Silverstone. There's going to be an awful lot of action there in the ACC race. We will see you. We may have Tier 3 and Tier 4 tomorrow. We don't quite know yet. That will depend. But we will definitely have Tier 1 and Tier 2 on Sunday. So don't go too far. We here at Phoenix will be right back with some absolutely incredible racing, and you know where to find us. Don't forget as well to like, subscribe, and do all of that, or heart, and do all that kind of good stuff, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. It really, really helps us here, and it's absolutely brilliant for the cause. I have been Maverick. hopefully you've enjoyed everything today. We will see you next time. Cheerio.